Next slide, please. Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. Okay na. Can we have that how we upskill? That one. Okay. Actually, what we do is we give training only for procurement. This is what we do. This is what PASIA does. All right. So it is only for procurement, supply chain, and logistics personnel. All right. And we have trainings, and this is how we upskill your team. All right. We normally work with the company depende doon sa requirement nila. So some of them are tailor fit kung depende kung ano yung kailangan ng tao nila. All right? So we have the online skills assessment, which is the DNA, the OPRA, which is the e-learning. Later on, we're going to discuss this further. Ano lang namin kung ano-ano yun ino-offer namin. We also have instructor-led classroom training, online webinars. These are mostly free webinars. So if you want, you can request, you can send us an email to info@pasia.org if you wanted to attend these free webinars. All right. We have also M-Learning, instructor-led simulation workshop, and online coaching and mentoring. Yeah. Next slide, please.
Next slide, please. Okay, all right. So let's proceed to development needs analysis. So this is our procurement competency skills assessment, and it is based on UK. We have a partner there, is ADR International. So it's a quick view na lang, no? Regarding on our procurement competencies, it includes negotiation skills, strategic sourcing process, and project management, as well as strategic sourcing toolkit, legal and contracting, price, cost, and value management, supplier financial analysis, and supplier management. So this development needs analysis, it is a pre and post test assessment where you can use the skills as an assessment for your every employees for procurement team as well. So after every assessment, there would be a suggestion where your procurement team or your employees which should be focused on, or which they should go on trainings like negotiations or supplier financial analysis and so on. And after the assessment, it took only 1 hour with a multiple choice, 100 questions, and then they will receive their PDP or personal development plan. There will be included kung ano yung mga courses ni OPRA. Makikita nyo din later yung OPRA. I will introduce it to you. Kung ano ba yung OPRA na ite-take ni employees para mas strengthen yung weaknesses niya, and also to more strengthen their strengths dun sa under their procurement. Okay, next slide please. Okay, so actually PASIA training modes, we do have two. It is a synchronous and synchronous. So under synchronous, it is with instructor learning, as well said earlier. We have instructor-led classroom training, online instructor-led webinars, online coaching and mentoring with our subject matter expert and with our consultants as well. And under our asynchronous learning, it is our e-learning, our OPRA. I'll explain it more later. And our online mobile learning and online instructor recorded training. Next slide, please.
Yeah, to add on to it, yung mga e-learning na ito or whatever trainings that we have, it can be integrated into your LMS. So if ever na you're interested, you can always call on us. All right, this is Certified Strategic Sourcing Professional. This is CSSP. All right. This was, I believe, the strategic sourcing was discussed earlier by EVP Jeff De Leon, ano? So, ito lang naman ang kino-cover nitong CSSP na to. We have 3 modules for this one. Normally, this is 2 days. Okay. We have the essentials of strategic sourcing. Module 2, strategic sourcing tools and techniques, and the category management and supplier relationship management. Ito yung mga nako-cover niya. So, pagka sa essentials of strategic sourcing, we have the business needs analysis, supplier evaluation, price models, sourcing development, supplier relationship management. So Module 2 naman, ang kino-cover niya yung price-cost differences, category segmentation, price-cost analysis, deconstructing price. And for Module 3, ayan, ito yung essentials of category management. There's also spent opportunity analysis and stakeholder engagement. So, maganda ito, certification ito for procurement professionals. So if ever you're interested, especially for, if ever you want personal development, just call us.
Just to add lang, no, our certification kasi, well-known din siya international because we are all over, not only here in the Philippines, but we also do trainings and certification all over the ASEAN countries. Next slide po. Okay, so this is our online procurement academy, our on-demand learning. This Opera is this is a flexible use. You can use it anytime and anywhere, kahit sa mobile phone nyo pa yan. Basta kasi 'di ba ang mga procurement team ngayon is sobrang busy na nila. So this Opera is for those people na hindi na nila kaya pa kasi or gusto nila gamitin to or gusto nila lang magbasa just sa quick lang, just sa G's. More all about procurement. Tapos gusto lang nila nakahiga sila. By the way, it have a downloadable. It also have quizzes, and then there you can download all the templates there and you can backtrack there. And then just just a hint lang, once you completed all the 7 competencies, it has negotiation for procurement professionals, strategic sourcing process, strategic sourcing toolkit, legal and contracting, price, cost, and value management, supplier financial analysis, supplier management. Although alam naman natin na lahat tayo is busy and hindi din tayo nakakapag-attend ng face-to-face training or online trainings, this on-demand learning, you can get all the 7 competencies and then after you finish it, because every competency, meron siyang certification na na-complete nyo siya. And then after that, pwede na kayong mag-apply sa amin for online examination to get that certified strategic sourcing professional. Next slide po. So this is only a sample of snapshot. For those company naman, you can personalize or you can put your logo there like LG Academy. You can put your logo there so that you can personalize that Opera e-learning that it is as your institute then in your company. Next slide po. Okay, next slide. So this is all about our procurement standalone courses. So I'll just take a bit of it. So one is our introduction to category management. So when you say introduction to category management, it is discussed the key enablers of successful category management. So it does include as well the category management execution, measurement review and improvement, the category management process, and as well the category management definition. Next slide. Next slide po. Okay, so next is a stakeholder engagement. So this is the mapping of our stakeholders that will be addressed to ensure the communications are appropriately. So this is very important lalo na sa ating mga procurement people. As well, dinidiscover din nito yung methods ng coach stakeholders. And then you will also learn about facilitation of cross-functional learns. Next slide.
And also it is important that we consider all our stakeholders in every decision that we are going to make or any procurement initiatives that we are going to do. All right? Kasi importante kasi they have this influence and yun nga, mas maganda rin na get or learn from them also kasi maybe we have something that we don't know. So we really learn from them, especially on the requests that they are giving us.
Next slide. Next slide po. Okay, so business needs analysis. So ito yung basis ng successful ng engagement ng supplier. And then yung business need analysis is also to assess the business needs for use and demand management. So yung business needs analysis, it contents of business needs and demand management, using the business needs for supplier selection and performance management. Dito na lalabas yung mga KPIs natin sa business needs analysis. Okay, next slide. Okay, for supplier market analysis. So, quickly lang, they gather key market information to inform sourcing and supplier management strategies as well. So, kay supplier market analysis, ito yung nag-agree how to influence to the market. So, it contains the acting on market intelligence and also analyzing the market data. Next slide. Okay, there is also opportunity analysis. It is valuable for sourcing professional who are new or experienced because the learning objectives for opportunity analysis is it's prioritize and rank initiative para ma-assess din natin yung mga resource requirements na meron sa organization natin. It also contains methods of delivery, prioritization of opportunities. Next slide. Okay, building a case for a change. So this standalone courses for procurement professionals, dito naman natin na nauunawaan yung key elements nung case for a change. So you will learn about techniques for presenting cases for change to senior leaders. So building a case for a change, this course contains communication, the case, and the scope for the case for a change. Okay, next slide po. Okay, ito na yung managing request for information natin. Mostly, ito yung ginagamit din ng mga procurement people natin. So, bakit nga ba? So, ginagamit natin to, this course is important as well because dito natin na-discover yung RFI natin for supplier pre-qualification. Di ba most, especially lagi tayo nag-RFI and nag-RFQ. And then, dito din discover yung RFI for market development.
Yeah, of course we have to gather all the information first before we can do, sometimes doon tayo makakapag-streamline ng suppliers na kakailanganin natin, and then we magpapa-request tayo ng quotation, and then that's the only time that we can, magpapa-quote tayo, and then we have to do this bid tabulation and all. So we without all this information, hindi natin makikreate or hindi tayo makakapaghingi talaga kung ano talagang kailangan natin sa supplier. And it is very important we have all the vital information that we need para makakuha rin tayo ng tamang presyo. So yan.
Next slide po. Okay, managing request for proposal. So yung RFI, syempre susundan na rin to ng RFP. Pagkatapos nating manghingi ng request for information, ang kasundan nito is request for proposal and then request for quotation. So dito, binibuild natin yung confidence in using RFPs to engage and influence the market. Next slide.
Okay, this is supplier evaluation. Ang learning objective natin dito is explore the types and processes of supplier evaluation. Lahat naman tayo, lahat ng procurement organization, we have different types of evaluating the suppliers, ano? So, dito malalaman natin yan kung ano-anong po pwede na paraan. Alright? Understand the key assessment criteria and most suitable for the evaluation. So, yon, ano ba? Importante ba sa atin ang price? Kung halimbawa kung i-rate ba natin, anong importante sa atin? Quality, price, yung delivery niya, timeliness niya, yung mga ganong bagay. So, iba-iba yan, pero depende pa rin yan sa requirement natin. Next slide. Yeah.
Okay, planning. Next slide. Planning category strategy implementation. So, dito naman sa procurement standalone course na to, dito yung responsable for implementing ng mga agreed category strategy. So, this is important as well para makagain din tayo ng agreement dun sa mga plan and working with colleagues natin and then to secure resource and commitment. So, this course contains review of the implementation process, managing implementation as well as the implementation process. Next slide. Okay, so this one is our supplier relationship management. This supplier relationship management, ini-establish nito yung and pagmamanage ng effective supplier relationship. Di ba si procurement, madalas sila yung nakikipag communicate with the suppliers as well, yung mga purchasing din. And then, ito si supplier relationship management, ine-explore din niya yung different approaches para kay supplier performance. So this also include what to do with the data, managing the supplier performance, and so over. Next slide. Okay, supplier relationship optimization. So dito, dinedetermine niya yung current relationship effectiveness and gaps. So this is very important to have relationship measurement, relationship development with the supplier, and then relationship assessment as well. Next slide.
Yeah, okay, this is a supplier financial analysis. Alam naman natin na importante rin talaga ito kasi dito natin malalaman kung kaya ba ni supplier i-deliver yung requirement natin or a certain project or a service. So, hindi tayo magbibigay dun sa mga suppliers or contractors na alam natin na medyo tagilid ang financial capacity nila. So, it is really important. May mga ano din, mga institution. And kaya importante yung tinatawag namin na GPAS. This is the supplier assessment. Yon. Dito nakikita nat meron kaming ano dito ina-assess namin ang suppliers namin based on 8 criterias and yon. Maybe we will send info on that one. Yeah. Thank you.
Next slide. Okay, so under influence and information control, this is composed of determine where to find sources of negotiation power through influence of others, and it also influence and business stakeholders as well. And this is also content different kind of influence types to improve most especially the stakeholder communications. Okay, next slide. Okay, so next is contracting and contract management. So dito, it will help you to improve your contracting skills because this procurement standalone course, this review performance management methods, and then tinutulungan din tayo nito na i-understand natin yung mga dispute na kailangan natin i-handle and i-approach. Okay, next slide. Okay, demand management, ito yung to discuss the demand management techniques that are best suited to managing consumption optimally. So this demand management course contents as well cost and process improvement, also using total cost analysis and demand types and demand strategies. Next slide. Okay. For the risk management naman, all about procurement as well pa din. Siyempre, dito nila dina-determine o dito din natin naiintindihan yung risk na dapat ba nating it comes to sourcing and for our supplier din. And then, dito din dinidiscuss yung risk types and agree suitable strategies for handling different kind of risk type. Kasi alam naman natin na sa trabaho ng mga procurement or purchasing is very important din yung pagte-take ng risk din.
Yeah, kasi hindi rin naman din po pwede na basta-basta na lang tayo mag-change ng suppliers. So, may risk pa rin yung basta-basta lang nagsiswitch tayo ng suppliers or service providers. Ayan.
Next slide. Okay. I think this is the last standalone course. Procurement's impact on shareholder value. So dito, dinidefine niya yung role ni shareholder and kung paano nga ba yung requirements na nagdadrive dun sa overall na business strategy natin or under nung organization or nung company natin. So this standalone course also agree ways that procurement can proactively support positive outcomes for our shareholders. So there will be procurement positive impact on shareholder value, measuring shareholder value, and also the definition of a shareholder value. Next slide, please. Okay, the last one. Ethical sourcing and sustainability. So, dito naman sa ethical sourcing and sustainability, this is the approach to influencing the ethical sourcing and sustainability in the different kind of organization that we have. So, ito yung iintindi natin kung yung metrics nga ba na support ethical is sustainable sourcing ba siya, and kung paano ba yung procurement people na under ng organization natin na can positively makaka-contribute sila through dun sa sourcing and supplier management activity natin. Next slide. Okay, so recap ko lang. So, road to certification or procurement professional, or we call it certified strategic sourcing professional. So first, you need to acquire knowledge. It's either you attend online instructor-led or face-to-face sessions of our training modules, module 1 to 3 for procurement professional, or you will be having all the 7 competencies of our Online Procurement Academy or our OPRA, our on-demand learning. And then after you acquire those knowledge, after you finish those CSSP3 modules or those 7 competencies OPRA, and then you will be having an online examination that would be composed of 100 questions as well. And then if you got the passing score, you will be certified strategic sourcing professional. And then that designation, CSSP, is valid for 3 years. And then after that, the professional can be apply for recertification after 3 years. Next slide. Okay, so this is what our certification looks like for your quick look. So, okay, next slide. Next slide. I will not take some of your time because this is also presented last time with Sir Jeff. This is some of our clients, the Petronas, the one of the largest oil and gas company, and then the Micron, the JG Summit Holdings. Actually, we have our first training session today in JG Summit. It is a face-to-face session. And then procurement and Philippine Airlines. Next slide, please. Okay, so last one. We would just like to invite you to our upcoming annual educational conference. This is for supply chain, procurement, and logistics as well. So this is the lineup of our speakers. This will be on November 15 and 16, 2023 at the Marriott Hotel. So if you want to join, just email us at info@pasia.org, and then you can scan na lang din yung QR code there. Discount? We'll talk about it, miss. Email niyo po ako. I'll get your number later.
Yeah, we would like to invite you in this event. This is annual. Maganda po siya talaga. We will learn all the best practices that we have in procurement. Talagang you will gain a lot from here, educational, and can do a lot of networking as well. All right, so we hope to see you there. And this is going to be on November 15 and 16 na. So malapit na po. Medyo mahaba meron tayong long weekend. And then sabi nga ng presidente namin, after the long weekend, it's Pasia World. All right, so we hope to see you there.
Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you to our resource speakers for leading a very informative and comprehensive discussion on procurement efficiency, cultivating skills for optimal results. At this point, let us proceed with the open forum. Let us check the Zoom for any question before we proceed with questions on site. Okay. So far, there's no Zoom question. Any question from our participants? Excited na tayo mag-raffle. Inaabangan po ng lahat, no? Okay. So, if there are no question at this point, we will be concluding our open forum. And again, we would like to thank Ma'am Mary Ann Yatter and Ma'am Shaina Joyce Parr for that very informative and comprehensive learning discussion. Thank you, ma'am. Very clear yung discussion po natin. Okay, thank you. Okay, so before we conclude, let's proceed with the raffle draw.